In the past, I was working for a university which had very close cooperation with a British institution, with Oxford Brookes. So we had twice a year we had meetings, we had board meetings where we discussed our programs. Programs were accredited, and we also looked at the examination papers and the research work. And this was the first time when I realized that there is indeed a difference, a cultural difference between, for example, Polish people in terms of education and British people. The frequent comment we had from our British colleagues was that our students were not critical enough, that they were not using enough of critical analysis, which I think is partially true. It is changing, and is probably a reflection of the old times, of the communist times, when you were not supposed to question anybody, and teacher was seen as the main source of information, and you would never question what the teacher says. I suppose we Polish people, for example, are more direct than a lot nations. I suppose we are much more direct in communication than the British are. I suppose we don't use as many polite words as the English do. For example, when I teach my students, beginners, and I keep saying, I'm afraid we have run out of bread, or I'm afraid we don't have this, we don't have that, they say, you really have to say that? You really need to apologize all the time? Do you really need to say, excuse me, if you are standing in somebody's way? I say, yes, you do. This is not only about the language, it's also part of culture. What I think is most important today is to keep an open mind, and this is the main message I would like to leave with the students. Don't judge, don't evaluate before you get to meet people. Have an open mind, and even if someone, a particular individual, seems to come from a country which is maybe not as developed, but this might also be an opportunity to learn something from them, and opportunity to maybe to look into yourself and learn something about yourself. So my main message is all the encounters, meetings you have with people from other cultures enrich you. Don't be afraid of it, and keep an open mind.